Hi everyone, welcome back to Nails by Sora. Hope everyone is doing well. Today we're going to get into some transfer foils. I did intend originally to use these beautiful hummingbird water slide decals by Nail Sugar, but unfortunately I couldn't get them to lay properly. Not necessarily on top of the transfer foils, that wasn't the issue. The issue was more that because of their opacity level, you couldn't see them once they were on the nail. Unless I went and painted the back of them, which I've done before. I have some videos over the holidays this past year where I used water slide decals where I just, once I had it on the jelly stamper, which is my method of application, I went and painted the back with white so that it would show up on whatever color background I wanted to use. However, having to do that every single time um, makes it a little bit more cumbersome and annoying, and I just didn't want to have to deal with the headache. Plus, it was sliding all over the place, and the water slide decals were breaking apart, and it just didn't look good. So I decided in the end not to use them. Instead, just going for the transfer foils that you see in the video right here, which I got on Amazon. I'll link them down in the description box below. They're beautiful black and white lace and flower patterns, and then I have another set of holographic transfer foils. So I'm starting off with a white background. It's actually more of a semi-translucent, transparent white with a shimmer, and I thought it would give a really nice backdrop to the foils themselves. I was going for somewhat of a delicate design, which I think I accomplished, but I did give it a little bit of, a little extra something with some outlining and emphasis on the different layers so that it gave a bit of a 3D or shadowing dimension to it, which I really enjoy. I was a little disappointed in the final, I guess, the final look of the transfer foils. They didn't really transfer as smoothly as I would have liked. No fault to the transfer gel, which actually worked really well. It's by Makartt. I'll link that also below. I got it off of Amazon, though you can get it directly from their website as well. I have trouble sometimes laying down the transfer foils smoothly, and I think maybe playing with the water slide decals first maybe hindered them transferring smoothly. But I'll play around with it a little bit more. I do have some more plans for transfer foils coming up in other videos soon, but I went with the rose gold, and first I put a layer of the transfer glue on the nail. I put it in the lamp to cure for 90 seconds, although you could probably put it in for 2 minutes. And then some people say to try to fix the transfer film right away. Some instructions say to let the nail cool down a bit before you try to apply the transfer foil, but I seem to get the same results either way. So I just decided to trim off areas of the film that I wanted to use, going back and forth between the flowers and the black lace, and then trying to get them back into the container without them going all over the place. One did jump out at me. I don't know if I got it on film or if that was when I had already stopped filming, but it is somewhat of a trick to get them back into the case after you pull them out. So user beware. So I'm going in with the rose gold film first, and I'm just taking it and I'm laying it in a random fashion across the nail, and I'm placing it down in the center of the nail first and then stretching it out over towards the end, or the edges rather, and then rubbing it gently with my finger, trying to get it smooth and make sure that's an even application. It worked in some instances, it didn't work in others. I missed the tip here. And then I thought belatedly, as I usually do, that, and I've seen other other people do it as well, to use a silicone tool to rub against the nail and get a smoother application. So I do go in and use that later on, but I was fine with having the piecemeal application, especially with the holographic film, because it's a continuous pattern and you're not really going to see areas where it's not laid down in one go. And then after I put down the rose gold, I decided to go in for the black lace or the, the floral pattern. I'm not really sure which this is. I think it's more of a floral pattern than lace. But I wanted to have it kind of just lay down in the areas where the rose gold wasn't. And now I'm using kind of like this highlighter green gel paint from Madame Glam to accent the divide between the rose gold and the black floral pattern, so that it kind of looks like one is over the other, or maybe it's a piece of paper that's been ripped off. I really wanted to accent that jagged edge for one reason, so that it's looks less of a mistake, which it wasn't. It was purposeful, but I wanted to really draw the eye to it and make it look like the rose gold was in front of the black floral pattern. So here's the next nail. It's already been prepared with nail foil glue, and I'm going in with the rose gold again to start, but I'm putting it through the center of the nail. Whereas the first nail, I put it on the top and the bottom. I'm just trying to, with everything I have, set it down and smooth it out evenly. It wasn't working. I'm using a lint-free wipe to try to apply it, and I think it came out okay. It didn't come out perfect, but I really don't play with transfer foils as much as I would like to. But I do like the final outcome of these nails, and I hope you do too. I hope you're enjoying this video. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you so desire, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you know when new videos are available. I did start out, I had a random piece of plastic that stuck to the nail. I don't know if it was part of the film that the transfer foil is attached to or where it came from, but I peeled that off. But anyway, so now I'm going in with the other floral pattern, which is a mix of black and white, and I'm just going to put that over the top and bottom, whereas on the first nail it went through the center. But yeah, so I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I always post on Mondays and Thursdays, regardless of anything else that's going on, but I have been filming a lot more recently as we're coming into the summer months. I have a lot more ideas coming, and basically, I think I'm posting pretty much every day or every other day now. So if you have any ideas for future videos you'd like me to do, any suggestions for viral trends that you've seen that you want me to tackle, just put it down in the comment section below. And as always, all the information for the products that I use in this video and all my videos will be in the description box. And we're just going to keep on going with this video. So now that all the foil is on the nail, I'm going to do something. What am I doing? I think I'm trying to line up to see what pattern. Okay, so I was lining up the pattern to see where I wanted it on the nail, because I tried to get the entire brocade of the flower design on there. It didn't quite work too well. I ended up, I lost some of the white in the transfer, so I ended up going in with white gel paint and some black to fill it in and make it look like it was part of the foil. But I'm going to have to work with transfer foils and see if I can get a smoother transfer in upcoming nail designs. So with the third nail and with the other nails as well, I decided that I wanted to take the this transfer foil and kind of single out specific flowers to lay down randomly. And this actually worked quite well. I had clean transfers. I didn't have any breaks in the design. What I did have a problem with was finding the edge of the transfer foil to peel up the plastic. And in fact, on one of the nails, I just left it on the nail because I couldn't find the edge and I didn't want to ruin the background. So I ended up just sealing the plastic backing in with the rest of the manicure. But you can't really see it because it's clear. So it worked out well in the end, but I'm going to have to try to figure out a way to do that technique a little bit better so that I don't have to encapsulate the plastic with the design. But here I am, I just selected a section and I'm placing that down through the entire nail. And then I'm going to kind of create that same lining with the neon green to make it look like it's kind of superimposed on top. And as always, I apologize for the background noise, the cars going past. I live in a very busy neighborhood, and while I love to have the window open, it just creates more noise because there's always a car screeching past. But I will try to minimize it as much as possible and edit the video where I can so that you don't have to hear it like I do all day long, every day, every hour of every day. So here's where I suddenly remembered that I have silicone tools to use, so I picked one that had the flattest surface to really rub that butterfly into the surface of the nail. I wish I'd remembered it when I was doing the rest of the nails and the full coverage, but here you go. So these are a set of silicone tools that I just got off of Amazon, and I will link them down below. And here's me trying to get the plastic backing off. I think I got this one off, but I couldn't get one of the others off. Now this gel polish is Shading Gel by Nails by Dev. It's specifically for creating shadows. I have a highlight one as well. It's basically a semi-transparent black. The other one is a semi-transparent white. You can use any brand. I just happen to have this because I figured I'd give it a try for some of my caricature studies. And I thought it worked really well to create kind of that drop shadow effect that I was going for. So I'm just bleeding it down and kind of fading it out so that it looks like it drops off naturally. And I did it on all the nails in areas where I wanted to give that separation between the different transfer gels to make sure that it looked like there's more of a depth of field where one is in front of the other. Alright, so I'm going to finish up with this nail. I'm going to give all three nails a base coat and a top coat, and then that's going to be this video done. I want to thank everyone once again so much for joining me with this video. If you've made it to the end, leave a flower emoji down below. Please, I would really appreciate a like and a subscribe. Let me know what you think of this video. Hit that notification bell so that you know when new videos are available. And I will see you in the next video.